Okay, so we got two groups coming in today to do painting, left field wall and the right field wall. So I want you guys to treat them like guests. They'll be from 9 to 5. Let them know how to paint the stuff, give them pointers. And if they don't get anything done, I'll pay you guys overtime, time and a half to finish the job. But just treat them like guests, make sure they have a good time. Okay, first group comes in, they're going to be painting the left field wall. So the maintenance men start explaining what they want to do. Yeah, we want you to paint these walls. We want you to give them 2 coats of paint with the rollers, up and down, up and down. Do a one sweep of the wall, and then let it dry for 30 minutes, and then go back and do another roll. So we have 2 coats of paint with the rollers. Nice, smooth paint job, okay? That's what we want. And thanks a lot for volunteering, guys. We really appreciate it. And then go over to the other group doing the right field wall, and they give the same spiel. It said, hi, guys. Thanks for volunteering. Really glad you're here. I want to tell you what we want you to do. I want you 2 coats of paint. So we got these rollers here. Just go up and down and up and down and up and down, and do 1 coat across the entire wall. Then, after it dries for 30 minutes, then go back and do the same thing again twice. So we have a nice coat. Back in the left field wall, they're having a lot of fun. They're taking pictures, but they're not doing a lot of painting. It's like the priority is not sort of painting first. And over on the right field wall, they really want to know how to do the best job possible for their home team, make a good impression on their home team. So they're asking for pointers from the maintenance men. 12 o'clock rolls around, and there's a big lunch on some picnic tables. The guys can come in from the wall and just sit down with some hamburgers, some beers, some Cokes and stuff. They can drink, they can have a good time, relax for a couple minutes. Back in the office, Dave is talking to the newspaper. He's saying, hey, I got my stuff over here. You can send a reporter over. I'll sign an agreement. I got my bank statements. I got my brokerage statements. I got my black book. You can copy it. You can install my phone. Remember, the goal here is that if you guys spend any time investigating me, the same amount of time has to be spent doing analysis, in-depth analysis, review of the school system. Reporter comes over and says, okay, this document says we're allowed to embed, we're allowed to spy on you, we're allowed to, copy your phone. Here's your black book and a copy. Here's your phone records, everything like that. We're going to take this from you. We're going to put some spyware on your phone. You sign it away, man. And Dave says, look, the deal is all the effort you're putting into investigating me, you got to put at least the same amount of effort into investigating, doing research on, making good articles about in-depth analysis of the kids that are growing up in the Cleveland and the area school system. That's what we really want to learn about, the school system. I'm just here so you guys feel good about investigating me. But what we really want for you to do is spend a lot of time doing a lot of good work talking about the kids in our future of the schools. 2 o'clock rolls around. The maintenance are going to do a checkup on it, and they look at the guys in the left field and say, some of this stuff isn't very good. We need you to go and reduce this part here. You got to paint this up and down or up and down. Get a full cone of paint. The guys in the left field aren't really feeling it, man. Even 2 of them want to just go and say, we're out of here, bro. We're going to bail. Half of them are left to do the rest of the work, but it's not going to be done by the time, man. Just half the team's there. And they're like, man, why are you bailing? Over on the right field wall, these guys, the maintenance men are pointing out what they want to do better, and the guys are like, yep, okay, we want to do that for you. We want to make the best possible wall for our Cleveland Indians. That's our goal here, guys. So tell us what you want us to do. After this, the maintenance men go up, and they talk to Dave and say, Dave, we got some bad news. Those guys doing the left field wall, they weren't the kind of people we want back anymore. I mean, their attitudes weren't really good. They weren't really into it. They weren't trying their best. I mean, it's okay. We gave them stuff, but these aren't the people we want to work with anymore. And Dave says, how much time is it going to take to fix it up? And the maintenance men say, yeah, 4 to 6 hours to finish up what they didn't get done. Okay, I'll give you overtime time and a half. You can do Sunday, Tuesday, whatever. Okay, those guys, they're off the list. Too bad. Well, at least it got done. A player comes in. Cal, he says, Dave, I hear you have this really good daycare, and me and my wife want our kid to go to a really good daycare. I was wondering, is there any way we could get our kid to go into the daycare that the Cleveland Indians have going? Monday morning comes around, Dave's on the phone with the daycare lady, says, I got a player in here, and he wants to send an interview for the daycare position. You got an opening? Great. His wife will come by today. Thanks. Next call isn't so happy. Yeah, I got some bad news. You know how you guys volunteered to help us paint? Well, I think that's going to have to stop right. Because, our maintenance men, the guys in charge of the greenery, they told me they don't want to work with those people anymore. Yeah. So I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah, we're not gonna need you guys to come by anymore. I'm sorry. Yeah, that's just how it is. Well, thanks for all the support. Over the daycare, the kids are doing their daycare stuff, It's not designed for enrichment, but they always have something to do. And most importantly, all the kids are safe. They're in a safe environment. It's very, they got things to do. It's a safe environment, very safe. They got 2 people looking over them. It's a pretty nice daycare. The mom comes by and she's real impressed. She looks around and says, yeah, this is the kind of daycare I want for my boy. Do you think any way we could put him in here? And the daycare says, I mean, he seems like he'd enjoy the socialization. Just so we want to sure, we're not doing any sort of special enrichment here. We're just doing sort of socialization and safety, and we're doing safe stuff. I mean, there's a little bit of reading, a little bit of building, but it's just normal stuff. We're not doing anything special. If you want to come to daycare, we'd be happy to have you. He's welcome to come here. You pay us, and remember, you can either drop us down here. You can come by the daycare center, and drop it off at 8:30 and pick it up at 3:30 right here, or we have a bus from the inner city. So if you drop him there at 8 a.m., we can drive him here and drive him back, and then you can pick him between 4 and 6. Up to you. But yes, your son will be happy to have him here. Everything's fine.